Hello, trading is closed on January 12th, 2017. We had a MEJT target from yesterday's trade at 22.6676. I said it might be hard to trade because I thought the odds favored dropping right from the open. I thought this would form the height of a diamond on stilts pattern, and that after the drop we would complete the diamond. Let's go over today's pattern, talk about the diamond on stilts, and try to make a call. Here's the software from today. It says this last rally is false, and that 2265.53 is the target, most likely to print tomorrow. That's my call. We do have a hole in the wall gap here. This thing tends to fill it sometime. We tend to go over the high. Usually it's pretty quick, but it doesn't have to be. Well, here's your stilt. Here's your stilt. Half a diamond's enough. This is a pattern that happens pretty often. I think it pays to look for it. It has measuring properties. You can make a standard Fibonacci grid, measure from here to here. Here's your 78.6, that calls the high. You don't really know which points to use, but you have limited choices. You can measure from here to here. Take your 61.8, that's the low. It's a common pattern. Here's your diamond, here's your stilt, here's your stilt. You take the height. You set it at 38.2. There's the target. It's not perfect, but it gives you a rough idea. Well, here's your stilt. Here's your diamond. The pattern doesn't have to go to completion, which means we don't have to get the stilt down. But if we do, to get the target, you take a Fibonacci target of a huge height. And that would imply a huge drop if we get a stilt down. The other side of the coin is that if that isn't going to happen, we get a confusing picture where we go over this high, and having hit that high so many times, we'd probably break through on the upside. We've hit this place, this target on top a number of times. If we break through, if we hit it once again, I think we break through, whereas if we break through this thing here, I think we drop, probably like a stone. So what's it going to be? Well, if we do go up and trade over this, that'll be number 13 of a sequential sell. This pattern doesn't have to go to completion, and if it fails in a large way. So if we break out on the upside here, my prediction is going to be in big trouble. We have our 913.9 sequential sell. If we're really going to get a big drop instead of a consolidation, I want to see 2175.03 within 3 weeks. We've got only 10 trading days left. If we drop like a stone, though, we can do it, but it's getting less and less likely. This is the big trend line, and as we said, if we break it, that's a major break. So I wanted to see an impulsive move down. I haven't seen it yet. I think it's still possible to get one, but you really have to stretch here. Triple threes don't happen all that often. I consider it kind of a contorted count. and usually contorted counts are wrong, but I don't see anything wrong with, I don't see any rules broken. If here's 5 waves for 1, and that's ABC for W, and there's your X, and ABC for Y, and there's your X, and there's your A, there's your B, and your C. If we stop here, we could have a big third wave down. I think it helps the case somewhat when you look at the Fibonacci relationships. You can measure from the start. Let me put this 100 on top. If you measure from the start of this potential wave Z, you want to find some relationships with the other waves. And if you start from a W, from the beginning to the end, you see there's a perfect fib relationship. And if you start from the middle, the W, you see there's a pretty good fib relationship right here. There's your 50%. So because of that, it's possible all these waves are related. And if so, there's a big drop coming tomorrow. I'm a little bit apprehensive about that one, to be perfectly honest. The only call I'm making is that 2265.53 is the target for tomorrow. I'm going to add one thing to that. If we gap down sharply at the open, it should be a very steep, ugly drop. And if not, I think we're going to find that my prediction for the big drop is going to drop itself. So tomorrow morning should be, tomorrow early trade should be a very telling thing, especially when tomorrow's market has a tendency to hit its low early in the day and then rally to a high into the close. If we don't drop sharp and fast early in the day, I don't see how that's going to happen. And that's today's call.